So what are you doing in your business to set the table for your buyers? I just got a blast from the past on Amazon FBA that I want to share with you that has a lot of relevance to today's playground. Coming up next. Hey everybody, it's Manny with Manny's Book Bag, coming back at you with another video. I've got my little one with me today and we are at the playground. Got a bunch of stuff done. I got a shipment in the car that I'm going to drop off at the UPS store. So with the weather being nice and it's somewhat chilly but perfect for taking her to the playground, letting her blow off a little steam and get her weekend started, figured I would talk to all of you about something that caught my eye this morning that was actually really fun to see. I sold a book. The sale itself was nothing special. The book is called Setting the Table. It's by an author named Danny Meyer. And the book itself, I sold for $10.85. I paid 50 cents for it. It's one of those flips where I take 50 cents and turn it into $3. In and of itself, it's not special. It's bread and butter, pays my mortgage. But what's important about that book is that in March of 2015, it was actually the first book I ever sold on Amazon. So that makes me smile because, you know, obviously you always remember your first sale. You always remember your first sweetheart. And in my case, that was the first book I ever sold. It is a business book. It wasn't a book that I paid for initially. It was off my shelf. It was one of the books that I started my business with. The odd thing is that it didn't just start off my Amazon FBA business. It was a book that was very important to me in the business that I was conducting in the restaurants. If you haven't read the book, I recommend it. The basic premise is that business, just like life, is all about people. And putting all of your energy into business means putting your energy into the planning stages and putting all of your energy into the people that surround you. It's about being able to overcome difficult circumstances. It's about not being afraid to surround yourself with winners. And ideally, if you're in an organization, you want to surround yourself with people that are sharper and smarter than you. Whenever I would play any game or any sport, I never got better by playing against people that I knew that I could beat. It was very, very important to push myself by playing against really stiff competition, playing against smarter people, surrounding myself, masterminding, brainstorming with really intelligent folks. The difficult part is battling complacency and setting the table for your buyer. In my restaurants, they were guests. Absolutely nothing more important than the experience that I gave to them. In Amazon FBA, that is a difficult mindset to maintain and super easy to get complacent about. A concept which was very important for me to really ingrain into all of my team members was that no matter where they are in my building and no matter what it is they do for the organization, they are meeting the buyer. In a restaurant, for example, the toughest person to teach that to was not front of house staff because they were in front of the buyer. The most difficult people to teach that with were back of house, cooks, dishwashers, stewards, receiving. All of those people sometimes had a difficult time understanding that their contribution was meeting the buyer's needs. Now, the reason why I bring up the way that I used to coach my cooks and dishwashers in terms of them meeting the guest's experience is because that is the exact situation that we are in with Amazon FBA. We are doing small things that ensure a great experience for folks that we often never come face to face with or speak to. The more that we keep that at the top of our mind, generally speaking, the more diligent we become in the way that we prepare our shipments, in the way that we source our product, and in the way that we do stay on top of customer service issues when they do arise. Now, feedback and star rating are extremely important at Amazon. They have algorithms in place that we cannot explain, but we all know that those do play a part in things like buy box and opportunities in the future within Amazon. That is not quite as powerful as actually setting out to just take care of your buyers. When you have a customer service issue and the person that is taking care of you shows more concern and a willingness and a desire to make you whole again, that has a much more positive, much greater impact than the person that's just riding the company line, spitting policy at you, and doing their best just to cover their own butt. So keep that in mind on this beautiful Friday and reflect on what kind of experience you are setting up with your buyers, how tight your process is, and everything that you are doing up front to ensure your buyer's experience. The reason why I bring this up is because nothing is going to give you more ROI than the process that you put in place. There have been reports in the Facebook groups as of late that Amazon is definitely ratcheting up how difficult it is to get feedback removed. Our favorite fallback for feedback removal is typically that it's a product review, but Amazon is holding a little closer to the policy that the entire review needs to be a product review for them to remove it. So it is becoming more difficult. Be aware of that. The best thing you can do as an Amazon FBA seller is to make sure that you do everything up front to guarantee the buyer's experience. And if you ever do receive any sort of communication from your buyer, make absolutely sure that you are responding right away. Setting the table means doing as much work as you can up front to make sure you have a happy customer. And if anything happens along the way that hurts that buyer's experience, having a maniacal attitude about earning their trust back and making sure that they're taken care of is what really matters. Now, that doesn't mean that for Amazon FBA, I handle customer service. Quite frankly, I don't. Typically, I am going to respond immediately and I am going to give them the correct customer service information for Amazon. But if I am at all insecure about my process and thinking that perhaps I did make a mistake, I am going to make absolutely sure that I take great care of that buyer. Try to think about it from a different place. Take care of that person because it's not only the right thing to do, but because ultimately your business will be better for it. If you have a business and you run that business with a team, don't take these feedbacks as a one-off and cast it aside. Use it as a teachable moment with your team. Use it as something that you coach and teach your team with, so that after this experience has passed, you can actually use it to make your team better. I highly recommend the book. The concepts in there are phenomenal, and it's something that I try to always keep at top of mind, because with Amazon FBA we can be so spoiled, we can easily overlook some things and not think that we're actually impacting a buyer's experience when we are. Now here's the question of the day. What have you done recently in your process to impact the buyer's experience? And if you have had any issues with feedback removal, leave that in the comments. What was the situation? Did Amazon remove the feedback? And was it easy, or are you finding that it's more difficult? Leave in the comments below. I would love to hear about your experiences. That's all for today's video. If you like this video and you want to see me make more of them, please make sure that you share, like, and subscribe to support the channel. If you have not liked this video yet, light up that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, tap on that book bag up there. Once you're subscribed, make sure you tap on the bell as well, and that's going to set you up with notifications so that you know when new videos drop. Until next time, let's go make some money.